What's happening? It's Chris Hall here. You are now tuned into the Chris Hall Show. I need everybody within the sound of my voice. Follow me on Instagram at ChrisHallATL. Once you get to my Instagram, click the link in the bio. That'll take you to the Chris Hall Show YouTube page. Subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you are alerted anytime I drop some new content. Because I know you want to see it. Your mama want to see it. Your sister want to see it. Everybody wants to see some Chris Hall Show content. So why won't you get alerted? What's up, y'all? We back. We back like cook crack. Oh, man, I had a fun-filled weekend. I was able to be a part of the union between my good friend, Brian, and his lovely wife, Michelle. I was in Miami. The weather wasn't so good there either. I heard you guys had some bad weather here in Atlanta. And I came right back to bad weather. But I enjoyed myself. The sun did shine through once the wedding started. You all may have seen some pictures floating around. Give it a like, comment. But we're here today, not for a wedding. We're here for why do men want to have sex so soon? I know you're wondering, Chris Hall, why are you putting soon in parentheses and air quotes? The reason I put soon in quotation marks and air quotes is because the soon is subjective. What women have to understand that men are horny individuals. Let me say that again for the people in the back. What women have to understand that men are horny individuals, okay? We think about having sex with you as soon as we see you, which is why we approached you in the first place. I can't see your personality from across the room. I can't see your personality from behind you. Can't see your personality from across the bar. What I can see is physical. Why do you think usually men approach women? Because we're physically attracted to you and we can see ourselves having sex with you. But you all work a little differently than that. To be honest, most of us, and this is a secret, let me whisper it in your ear. Most of us would have sex with you right then and there if we could. I know you're like, ew, you so nasty. You right. And most of us are. We would have sex with you right then and there if we could. Why? Why not? That's what we want to do anyway. Remember, I told y'all before that men want to have sex with you. But once you give him that, it is up to you to prove to him that that you are worth him sticking around for, just like it is his job to prove to you that he can have access to your body. Please stop me when I get to lying. I'll stop. It's cool. This ain't juice. The problem is that there's some women who doesn't think that a man is worth having anything. We should not get anything in return, and your presence alone is payment enough. Right? Newsflash, ladies. Now, I will say this before I go down that road. I will say this. Men do enjoy showing off a good-looking woman which he acquired, similar to a car. When we buy a new car and it's all cleaned up, the top is dropped on a hot Saturday afternoon, and we are driving up and down Piedmont or something like that, we enjoy putting the top down and showing off our car similar to we are showing off this fine chick that we just acquired. So yes, your presence is worth us having. So I don't want to go down that road like that. But what you have to understand is, like everything else, sweetheart, that will fade. And when I say fade, meaning that that oomph, that feeling that we get, that newness of opening up a gift and showing it off, that will fade. And now we're going to need something a little bit more skin in the game at that point. What's too soon to you? What exactly is having sex too soon for you? Do you know why men usually just try to go for it right off the bat? Newsflash. It's happened before. It is rare, especially in your 30s, okay? Early, mid to late, in your 30s, that you're trying to have sex with a chick immediately and you've never accomplished this feat before, okay? So what y'all have to understand is, when men meet different women and we're involved with different women, there's no telling when this woman is ready to have sex. So what do? We throw a few feelers in there, right? Throw a few feelers in there. We may touch on a few things. We may put our arms around you, may grab on your waist and see how we have progressed over time. But there's one question that no woman can answer, which is what makes it so difficult for men. See, we can answer right away the questions that you want. Like, hey, when are you going to start spending money on me, Chris Hall? My response is expeditiously, right? Because when we go on these dates, who's paying? It would be I. So I am giving you what you want expeditiously, right away, right off the bat. Here you go. You got it. I am now spending money on you, right? But that's a question that y'all can't answer. Women cannot answer what's an appropriate time because they don't have a clock over externally. Their clock is internally, meaning that they have a feeling that seemingly no one else can feel on when they will give you some pussy. Yeah. No one knows when this clock will strike midnight and it's time to get down with the get down. No one knows that. So let me get this straight. What do you expect us to do? Not try? Because it's not like y'all gonna say, hey, Chris, hey, what's going on? What's the trifling chick name? Latoya. What's going on, Latoya? Oh, well, we've been on 16 dates by now, and I think that you are worthy for access to my vagina. I am ready to rock your world, Chris Hall. Oh, why, thanks, Latoya. I couldn't wait. I have been enjoying this company that you have bestowed upon me for the past 16 dates. It's been almost 3 months, but we've been dating and I've been spending. Okay. Wells Fargo called me and told me, nigga, chill out. What are you doing? So I appreciate that. That ain't going to happen. Okay. It is not going to happen that way. So men have to continue to throw attempts. We have to attempt. That's the only way, right? Men want something out of the deal. Men know that you're dating other men. Oh, you think we didn't know that? Oh, you thought that we are naive enough to believe that a woman as fine as you only want to talk to my light-skinned ass. Really? And fellas, if you are that naive, please don't be, okay? Don't be that naive, okay? We know that you are getting dates from other men without putting anything on the table but the fucking silverware. You hear me? Okay, we know that. So why would we continue to invest and another man continue to invest and another man continue to invest time, money, and resources into you without anything in return? Men also know that more than likely, even though you're going on dates with other men, there's one of those men, if not your ex, your baby daddy, or somebody like that, just some dick that you picked up off Tinder, is blowing your back out as you get dates from other people. We know that. Okay? And we should be prepared. So fellas, listen to me. Okay? They are dating other people. Move like she's dating other people at all times until a commitment arises. Okay? You hear me? Act that way. Why would he invest all his time, resources, and money with no return on his investment? See, where's my thing at? There you go. There you go. Okay. Some women, right? There are some women, they don't want to have sex with you, fellas. The reason they don't want to have sex with you so soon, because that's all that they have to offer. So once you've gotten that, you've literally gotten the best that they have to offer. Okay? Once you get that and you hit that, now you're sitting here wondering like, man, this chick is emotionally unavailable. She's a little rude, kind of egotistical, sort of a narcissist. And her titties kind of lopsided. So I'm good. At this point, I'm good. Now we're good. Now we go about our way. And now you're left like, damn, I done gave this dude some ass. And now he gone. I no longer get no money, no resources, no nothing. No time. Why? Because now he finally realized, well, damn, there is really nothing else she had. I done waited all this time. And that's all you had to give. So this is why most men just get it out the way. Let me go ahead and get my investment out. Let's have sex and we'll see what else happens after that. This is 2021. Okay. This is 2021 dating in a microcosm. Fellas, you need to follow the 3 to 5 date rule. Okay. The 3 to 5 date rule is, if she hasn't shown you signs of physical attraction to where it looks promising, that as soon as the opportunity presents itself, that she will sleep with you, then you need to act accordingly from there. After those 3 to 5 dates, because mind you, I'm big on communication, intention, things of that nature. So once you've gone through those 3 to 5 dates, and let's say you haven't seen any physical progression, then you need to sit her down and ask her like, hey, I'm not seeing this progressing physically. We've been on a few dates. I feel like I've been very consistent with my time, my communication, and my efforts. If you don't feel like you want to get physical with me, that's fine. I respect your decision. Now, what I do offer is that maybe, since clearly we haven't got to know each other enough to where you feel comfortable, that's fine. That's cool. Your body, your choice. Okay. Let's talk on the phone a little bit more, right? That's fine. Let's talk on the phone. Let's FaceTime. So fellas, when you throw that out there, if she declines that, then she wasn't going to give you no pussy in the first place. Because if the idea is that I don't know you well enough to have sex with you, then what we need to go out on 100 dates for? Hello? I didn't hear you. What are we going on 100 dates for if you need to get to know me before we get physical? If that's the case, then let's just get to know each other. Let's talk on the phone every other night from 8 to 9. What's wrong with that? You want to get to know me, not spend my money. It don't take a steak or pork chop dinner to get to know me. When we go to apartment 4B, all you getting to know is the menu. You hear me? You're not getting to know me. So let's get to know each other, baby. Why not? If that's what, oh, fellas, if you get any pushback from this, then you need to push forward, okay? And go about your business. Because fellas, I'm going to tell you what this does. This lets you get to know her, right? To see if she's just like she's evaluating you, you're evaluating her. While you continue to date other people, okay? And maybe things with those other people will click a little bit faster than it does with this young lady. I'm not saying cut her, especially if you're enjoying the conversation, everything's cool, but she's just not getting physical. Then that's cool. Let's talk on the phone like old school. Remember when we used to talk on the phone? You hang up. No, you hang up. You hang up. No, you hang up. You hang up. I don't want to hang up. Remember that? Let's go back to that. That shit was free 99. You hear me? Free 99. You want to get to know me. I mean, listen, I don't know a better way to know somebody than talking to them. And it's weird. It's like, oh, you want to get to know me? Okay, well, let's talk. Oh, well, why don't you take me out? What does that have to do with getting to know you? That has nothing to do with it. If we go out, we're in a loud restaurant or a loud lounge or something like that. It's a bunch of stuff going on. People are next to us in our business. We can't get personnel. That's not getting to know you. I don't have a problem with the dates. Don't get me wrong. I'm only talking about the 3 to 5 date rule. Okay. And I am portraying it and letting my fellas know this is what you need to follow. Trust me. Trust me. Okay. 3 to 5 date rule. Had a little wrinkled. You need to get an iron or something. Anywho, fellas, whether y'all know it or not, women have options. I know I talk shit on this Instagram and this YouTube channel. I go on lives and talk about all the options that men have and this, that, and the third, and we got pussy by the pound, right? Women have options too. Certain women, okay? Just like certain men have options. All women don't have no options, okay? We're not going to do that. You hear me? We're not going to do that. So women do have options. So a woman has not invested anything in the relationship between you and her until she either opens her legs or opens her wallet. Let me say that again for the people in the back. A woman has not invested anything in the relationship until she's opened her legs or she's opened her wallet. One of the two. Open that purse or open them legs. If she hasn't done either one of the two, then she has nothing invested in this. Brother, listen, you know what you need? You need a whole ledger. Yes. You need to balance on an Excel spreadsheet your whole ledger. Okay, you need to figure out the women that you're dating, how much money are you actually spending on each of these women? Because, hey, take it from me, being single is expensive. Okay, so don't get caught up in the rat race out there. Just because you make a little change and you got your little beard going, okay, and you done got your little diamond earrings or whatever, you got your little promotion at work, and now you out here tricking off. Now, I will say I am a strong advocate for it ain't tricking if you got it. But don't mess it up for the rest of us, okay? Who don't got it like that? Don't got it like that. Relax. Okay? It's not that. So relax. Get you a whole ledger and balance out your spreadsheet, okay? So you can know, okay, damn, I done spent $436.44 on, let me see, what's the trifling chick name? On Evelyn. Evelyn, I done spent a lot of money on. Now we got, what's another trifling chick name? Brittany. Brittany, I done spent $637.43. You need to put in red that you ain't fucked, and you ain't fucked. Those two. Now you got, what's a good girl name? Rashida. Rashida, you done spent $69.43 and you hit. So now you sitting back, you and your accountant, okay? Y'all are sitting back like, well, damn. Rashida has put in a hell of an investment here, okay? So this means out of these other two, you damn near racked up a stack. You done racked up a little over a stack, almost $1,100 on these other two women. So it would behoove you to focus on this one because she has put in the largest investment, okay? And that's how you should go about dating when you're single, okay, fellas? Because this shit, it's expensive out here. It is expensive. He said a whole countant. Listen, if you need a whole countant, holla at your boy. DM me. I will balance your ledger, okay? Listen, you don't want to go hoe corrupt, bro. You don't want to go hoe corrupt. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. That is a penalty. IRS don't like that. They don't like that. But yeah, we know, and if you don't know, now you know. We know that you haven't invested in anything until you've opened your legs or you opened your purse. It's funny because women want to be equal. It is my opinion that women only want to be equal until it's something that they don't want to do, and then they will jump in a woman's role. Yes, women play hopscotch with gender roles. They hopscotch. Whenever they don't want to do something, we partners. Right? Whenever it's something they think they should do too, then we equal. Whenever I don't want to do something, I'm a woman. Whenever we want to do something, we equal. Jump in and out. In and out. At your convenience. Well, how convenient is that? Wow. Now you tell me, when is a man able to jump in and out of gender roles? I'll wait. I got more drink. Nothing? When is a man able to jump in and out of gender roles? Never. A man has to stay a man, or he will be chastised or ridiculed or shunned upon for being a bitch. Oh, he wasn't no real man. He wasn't taking care of this, wasn't taking care of that. Well, damn. I can't jump in and out? Why not? Why not? You say drag queens? That's a whole nother situation. Why not? You can. You can jump in and out. Why can't I jump in and out? Oh, life ain't fair, right? I get it. I get it. If she hasn't spent any money or hasn't opened her legs, fellas, what you all have to understand is due to the fact that she has given nothing to you, she can leave at any time. Anytime. She hasn't signed no lease here. Ain't no mortgage papers being signed. Okay? She can leave. And she ain't even doing a month to month. She can leave at any given time. And let me tell you, she could fade to black without any explanation. You looked at your whole ledger and you didn't spent $600 some odd dollars, never even knew about the 3 to 5 date rule with some of these things that should be communicated when it comes to that 3 to 5 dates. You're just going with the flow. You're thinking this is what you're supposed to do as a man, right? I'm a man. I'm supposed to pay for stuff. I'm supposed to open these doors and lay my coat down and jump in front of an AK-47 for this woman. I'm a man, right? Sure. Now, guess what? Now you have done all of this, and guess what you have to do? Now you have to start over. Mike with the shades, I'm gonna get to you in a second. Now you have to start over, right? Where does that leave you? Where does that leave you? It leaves you back at square one, and now you have to do this all over again. And I know a lot of you fellas are out there, and you know nothing about the 3 to 5 date rule. You just like this girl, and you're just going out on dates, which is cool. I'm not knocking that, that process. Okay? I'm not knocking that ideology. If that's what you want to do, have at it. But ask yourself, where has that gotten you? Where exactly has that gotten you? Nowhere. And now you have to start all over. You want to have sex with this girl. Tell her. Show her. Why not? When she's hungry, do you not get that text? Every man gets that text from a chick. What you doing? Nothing, chilling. You ate? Nah, I was thinking about getting something to eat in a few. Oh, I'm hungry. What you about to go get? And that's how they trap you. Then your stupid ass, you go, well, I'm going to shoot, man. Whatever you want to eat, you slide through. I'll come bring it to you. Stupid. 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 Don't do that. Mike with the shades, man. What's happening? Let's see what's going on.
What up?
Mike with the shades. I got to put this up. Hold on. Does this go up? Oh, bad. Oh, yeah, it goes up. Boom. Mike with the shades. Don't you know no good?
Yeah. So look, when I was younger, my first iteration of the 3 to 5 date rule, I called the salary cap rule.
What's that?
So when I first met a chick, based on varying factors that men use, I established how much money I was willing to spend on them before something had to shake. Right? Now, the key reason, the way this is different, and what I liked about this is because it put the power of the situation in their hands, right? Like, depending on what kind of dates they wanted to go on, they could blow their whole salary cap in one date. Right?
Good.
Right? Okay, all right. So the woman I ended up marrying, our first date, we went to the movie theater. We was in college, so we go up to buy the tickets, and she's like, give me your student ID, we get a discount. Right? Keep the salary cap down. After that, she was like, I was like, oh, where you want to eat? Thinking I'm going to have to take her out somewhere nice. She was like, I want to go to Waffle House. Do you realize how many dates you can go on when you go to the movie theater and Waffle House?
Yeah, that's a gang. Now, do you put us, because just like football or basketball, Wiggins is not going to get the same salary as Steph Curry, right?
Of course not. That's why I called it the salary. Exactly.
Right. So how do you gauge who gets what salary cap? Who gets the max?
I mean, the bulk of it back then. The bulk of it back then was how attractive I felt like you were. So that was the bulk of it. When I first met you, I don't have nothing else to judge it off of.
Would you say that's almost a deciding factor for most of the things that we decide is off of looks?
I mean, out the gate, you don't have nothing else to go off of, unless I'm at some I'm at a TED talk and you're up there speaking and I think you're brilliant. That's possible. Rarer, definitely, but possible. I would venture to say that the vast majority of attraction between men and women is initially physical. I would venture to say that.
So you're three. You've had the 3 to 5 date rule on heavy rotation since then.
I wouldn't say heavy rotation since then. Because I got married and then I went through a period of time where you're figuring some stuff out. But generally speaking, yeah, like there's a point at which I'm just like, okay, enough money has been spent. Nothing here is happening. This is essentially a black hole for me. If I'm not getting anything, if I spent money and then somehow all of a sudden you was just like, oh, you know what? I do taxes and I'm great at it. Let me do your taxes. I'm going to feel differently about that money I just spent. Okay, now I've gotten something out of it and it's not sex.
Correct.
Cool. I can live with that. You see what I'm saying? I can live with it.
No.
So, because I know somebody on here might be like, oh, you just want to say, no, I need something. I need ROI. I need some sort of return on my investment. And then I'm cool.
Correct.
Because at the end of the day,
I met a chick offline and we met and she wasn't necessarily what the pictures looked like. We still we still had lunch. I think it was like an afternoon. We still had lunch. She was a decent person. Now, mind you, I couldn't see myself having sex with this young lady.
Why?
But she wasn't physically attractive.
How'd you end up at lunch with her? Was this community service?
The picture, she looked okay.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. The picture, she looked okay, but when I seen her, she was a lot bigger than what I expected. So I'm like, all right, cool. She's a cool person. Everything is fine. She ended up selling me some insurance.
Right.
She had
worked out great.
Insurance. I mounted a TV for her, did some electrical work. Everything was, she put money in my pocket. So that's what she opened her wallet.
Yeah.
We both helped each other out. Now, last question before I let you go. The question of what is an appropriate time if you have asked a woman what's an appropriate time that you believe that you can have sex, you feel comfortable having sex with a man? Have you ever asked that?
Yeah, and it's always arbitrary and not really something that can really be nailed down. To a degree, I get it because I assume it's different for every dude that they encounter. But even in admitting that, you kind of have to admit to some degree that the way you're judging the situation is somewhat, flimsy.
It's got to be something because
it depends. It was like, well, if it depends, then you don't have concrete. If you don't have concrete rules around your vagina, why would I invent some for myself?
You got to give me something. Like they don't give you anything. So this means I'm just supposed to blindly go on these dates and have no idea when I'm going to get a return on the investment, right? Because I've never got a straight up answer saying, usually after 3 to 5 dates, I would feel comfortable having sex with a man if we've hit it all, if we've gone that far. I don't, and that's why I'm a big component of not going on dates with men that you're not physically attracted to, because that's what happened a lot. Is that women? She's like, I can't see myself sleeping with him right now, but maybe I can, like him, or his personality is okay, but I still don't see it.
Maybe after a few mimosas, I'll feel different.
Yeah, no. Okay, so you haven't seen that.
Real quick.
What else? Last word.
You mentioned earlier the whole thing about being partners, and I wanted to throw out the co-pilot scenario that we talked about, because I feel like that is about a woman. Double dutching in about women if you want to be the co-pilot. I have personally asked a woman if she understood the role of a co-pilot. Right, it's like if the pilot faints,
just
co-pilot got to fly this. Right, just like that. Co-pilot got to fly this mug. Right, so I asked one. It's like, all right, so are you comfortable with your dude making more money than you and providing a life for you that you can't afford on your own? Most of it, of course. Yes,
sure. Sounds fair.
Okay, right. So if you want to be a co-pilot, that means that At any point, that dude should be able to stop doing what he's doing, and you keep this plane flying.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a co-pilot is.
That is what a
so
co-pilot
if somebody, for anybody that wants to do the weird ego, I'm the co-pilot. Listen, sweetheart, if you can't keep everything that I have going without me, if you can't keep it going on your own, you're not a co-pilot, you're a passenger. Go in the back and get some peanuts and some Coke and chill the fuck out.
So she's maybe can she be a stewardess? She's still helping us out.
You call it what you want. You're not flying this bad boy.
Definitely not flying.
There's one captain. There's one captain.
I am.
There's one pilot. You're right. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
I am the captain. All right, Mike with the shades, man. We'll let you go. We always appreciate the insight, the knowledge. We are picking up what you're putting down, my brother. Next time. Mike with the shades, always with the insight and the knowledge for the fellas and the ladies. So, 3 to 5 date rule, fellas. Make sure you follow it. Make sure you express those things that I said. You can even steal it word for word if you like. If you missed it, rewind this and watch it again, because you definitely want to know where this woman's head is at. That's the biggest problem with dating, is communication. Communication is key in dating in 2021, because we are so used to not speaking to each other and just dating. You don't know where this person's head is at. You don't know where you fall in the ranks. You don't know nothing. All you know is you call her and she answers and y'all go on a date. That's it. Y'all aren't communicating on where you're at. Are you seeing other people? I'm seeing other people. Okay. And this will let her know that she is in competition with other women. Now, some women don't like that, but what in the hell do you expect? Have you ever purchased a house that was on the market for a good price? It was a good house in a good neighborhood, and it was a steal. Resale, of course, not new construction. Are you the only one bidding on said house? Usually you get into a bidding war. Trust me, I know about this. That's why I went with, anyway. So, Sex Life. Sex Life episode 2 review will be dropping this Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. It will be previewing. I'll be sitting there watching with my popcorn, because I like to watch my videos just as much as you like to watch them. Me and Sarah J from the Shameless Brand will be breaking that down, as we always do. Slowly but surely, we're going to get through that season, and I'm going to continue giving you great content. I am Chris Hall. You have been watching the Chris Hall Show. I'm out.